Hi everyone, so if you have followed my last few videos, you will see that I'm on a little unprocessed food health kick. Is it health kick? It's not, because it's not healthy, it's just unprocessed, but you know what I mean. Food thing for January 2025. It's a Sunday night, I'm cozy in my pyjamas. It's like, what's the time? 6:15. And I've just had my grocery shop come, and so I am now making loads of unprocessed foods, and I thought I'd show you. So I've started my ice cream. I didn't have my phone because Josh was using it for internet banking, so I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late to this recipe, but I've got to get on because at the end, when you put it in the freezer, you then have to get it out every hour for 3 hours to just stir it to make sure the little crystals dissolve. And I didn't want to go to bed super late, so I wanted to get it on in the freezer so that I can do that before I actually go to sleep tonight. So it was 4 egg yolks mixed with 100 grams of sugar. You whisk that until it's pale and thick, and then in a on the hob you put in 300 ml of milk, whole milk, 300 ml of double cream, and a little bit of vanilla. Although I didn't have vanilla, but I did have salted caramel. And essentially what you're doing is making a custard. So I've then poured that, once it was not boiling but almost boiling, I've then taken it off the hob, poured it all over the egg and sugar mixture, and now I then whisked that. Now I've just put it back on the hob, and you have to mix it or stir it for probably about 10 minutes, it said, until the spoon can like cut through it and make a nice line. So I've literally just started that. It's actually, look at this, it's looking quite good. It's thickening up quite quickly. I don't know if you can see that very easily. So I have also got pesto to make, which I know that you can make and then freeze, so that's ideal. I'm gonna make, I've got some fridge raiders in the oven now, so that was some chicken fillets that I got, and then I've just put some honey on top, and I will cut those up into little pots and then put the rest in the freezer, and then just get the ones out once they've gone in from the fridge. I will get them out of the freezer to top them up. Oh, this is definitely too high a heat because it's bubbling and I don't like it to bubble. I have also got a chicken korma curry sauce to make, and some normal fairy cakes. What else am I making? I made sourdough yesterday, so I can make some more of that at some point with my sourdough starter that I've got in the fridge. Not quite sure how that works. I need to read up, like, do I have to feed the starter every day? I'm also probably going to make some meringues, because the egg yolks that I used from the ice cream, that's the word, I've now got 4 egg whites left over, and I'm really good at meringues. That's like the one thing I can actually bake because it doesn't have to rise. So I'm going to probably make some of those. And what else is on my list? Oh, I think that might be it. So let's see how I get on. So I've been stirring this for at least 10 minutes, if not quite a lot longer. And it said when there's a line with your spoon, which there is. So I'm assuming that's what it means. Yeah, it's like lines. I'm assuming that's what it means. So I'm going to put it into a pot, cool it down, and then put it into the freezer. So we went out for a lovely fancy lunch today, and Josh and I are still full, but the kids are hungry, so we're just doing them some pasta in there. And I was like, I'll do some pesto. So perfect time to do the pesto. I've got 50 grams of pine nuts there, and I'm just toasting them on, oh, it is on good, on the hob, and then I'll be mixing it up with some other things in a second. Right, so I'm just going to weigh all the ingredients. So it says 80 grams of basil. Let's weigh this. Let's see. So obviously I just want the leaves, don't I? I got 2 packs because I wasn't sure how much there would be in one. And it looks like I might need all that. Oh, it smells so good. So, like, we currently get the cheap pesto, and it has like little bits in it that look like hairs, which obviously aren't. I don't know what they are, but they look like hairs, and to be honest, it absolutely grosses me out, and I just can't possibly eat it. So then I the other day went out and had some pesto on something, so I do enjoy pesto, and it was obviously a cheap, more expensive version, and didn't have all the little hairs, and I was like, right, I need to get more expensive stuff. or make my own. So actually that there is only 45 grams and I need 80. However, I'm just going to pretend that it's 80. I also needed 150 ml of oil, and that is all I have, which is 20 ml. So again, just going to go in with that and hope for the best. I'm a very hope for the best kind of cook. And then 50 grams of parmesan. This entire bag is 60 grams, so I'm just going to use the entire bag. Oh, that looks so good. And then, oh, there's a big lump there. Out you go. And then some garlic. So it says 2 garlic cloves, but I've just got this, so I'm just going to squirt a bit in there. Right, and then I'm going to put my pine nuts in and give it a blitz. Right, here are all the ingredients. Let's see how this goes. And it looks really good. Here it is on the pasta. It's your dinner for tonight, Sam. Good boy. Harry, do you want to come and get your dinner, darling? She's got some cheese on hers. And the little Alyssa's just got plain pasta with cheese. So here's the rest of it. And I'm going to, yeah, you're right, it needs to get in the freezer. My ice cream, they were just trying it. It's just there cooling down. And then I can put it in the freezer once it's not too hot. Pesto, and then they had that for tonight then for their pasta. And there's still easily another 2 portions in there, I'd say. So I'm just going to put them in some pots and put those in the freezer. Right, so I'm now onto the korma sauce. So you're meant to heat this with oil, but I have obviously run out because I used that on my pesto, and so I've done it with butter. I have got 1 onion, a teaspoon of teaspoon of ginger, and 4 cloves of garlic in there. I am heating that up, and that will cook for 5 minutes. Then I've got my half tin of plum tomatoes in there, which I'm gonna just blitz with my blitzer. Add a teaspoon of tomato puree in there. Oh, and then I'll add that after the 5 minutes is up, and then cook for another 2 minutes. Then add turmeric, garam masala, chili pepper, and salt, and that'll be it done. And while that is cooking away nicely, I'm going to get my chicken in honey that is now cooked. I've chopped that, and I'm going to put it in some in these 3 pots so that kids can get them out for snacks, and then the rest away in the freezer to get out in the week. Right, so sorry I didn't film this, but I suddenly realised that just didn't look right. So then I looked on my ingredients list, and I must have missed out a whole stage in the methods, because there was still like the ground almonds, the milk, and was that it? I'm sure there was a cream, but it's not on there anyway. And I hadn't put it in. It wasn't at all on my method, so I was like, right, I'm just going to add those in. So I've added those in, it looks a lot better. I've also got a little bit of cream left that needs to be used today, so I thought I'm just going to use that anyway, because I think it'll make it nicer. So yes, and then I'll put this in the fridge and just going to try a bit until Tuesday. Oh, that is actually, wow, I'm impressed with myself. That is actually nice. That's it. Dip your finger into a pan of boiling sauce. Wow. I'm really impressed with myself there. Well done to me. And the BBC Good Food website. Right, I'm also just making some little pancakes. I actually made these this morning because Sunday morning I always do pancakes, and so I was making some of these when I ran out of time. And I'm putting them in here. About 5 in each one. My cool new little pots. From, where are these from? Home Bargains. And I'll put them in here. They can have them, heat them up with a little bit of Nutella, which I did do some more, but the older 2 are eating those now. So I'll just finish up my pancake mix here, but obviously I've got no oil, so I'm cooking them in butter. Thankfully they don't care that they're weird shapes. Right, so I've just chopped up some carrot and peeled that in there, so we can have it with hummus in the week as a quick snack. that is my korma sauce ready to go in the fridge for Tuesday. We're just having some orange honey, delicious. And I'm just going to make some fairy cakes. So I use the trick where you weigh the eggs and then do everything that amount. Oh, so it's 115. Right, the cakes are in. The cakes are in, and I'm just making some butter icing for when they come out. I've got a bit of orange in there, so I had half of an orange, no, a quarter of an orange left. So let's see how this goes. It's now 8 o'clock. I've been cooking for like 2 hours. It's going well, but I'm a little bit bored now. I've still got this egg white, so I'm just going to do the meringues. Cakes are in there, in the oven. That might be it. I've just checked, that is it. I'm also just going to get the ice cream out and give it a stir. Ah, no, I know. My chopped thing. The cake's just out of the oven. Does anyone else just get this? Like, they're all uniform, and then you get one. It's like just so much bigger than all the others. Don't know how that happens. However, I've had a disaster here. So the meringue was going really well. I put the sugar in, and then it's just gone into like a sloppy mess. And it was really stiff before. So I've taken it out of that. I thought maybe that was getting too hot. Not good for it. So I'm going to now whisk it with my normal hand whisker and see what happens. But I've tried whisking that. It was an absolute disaster. It's still as runny as anything. So I'm going to pour it into here. I'm doing it in a low tin because it's the only case I've got that will surround it all, so it won't like run off at the sides and get stuck to the pan. I'm just going to put it in here, put it in the oven and see what it does. Probably nothing. But it might be the kind of thing that I can like crumple over strawberries and cream or something. So weirdly that worked. The meringue kind of rose. And it doesn't look the prettiest, but did cook. So I'm going to get some double cream, some strawberries, and that's going to be eaten mess. Probably for pudding on Wednesday night. And that was it. I was really pleased with how that went. Yeah, unprocessed food is the way forward. See you later, everyone. Bye.